Hi everyone, welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about top 5 incredible places in history. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. 5. The Parthenon. Perched atop a rocky outcrop known as Acropolis Hill in Athens, this classical and partly intact temple has presided over Greece's capital city since the Athenian Empire was at the peak of its power. In 447 BCE, the Athenians constructed the Parthenon, dedicated to the goddess Athena, to celebrate their victory over Persian invaders. It has since served as a city treasury, a Christian church dedicated to the Virgin Mary, and, after the Ottoman conquest, a mosque. At the foot of the Acropolis Museum showcases the Parthenon frieze. Although some sections are still controversially on display at London's British Museum, artifacts discovered on Acropolis Hill, and even the remains of an ancient neighborhood uncovered during the museum's construction. How to visit. Located in the center of Athens, the Parthenon is easy to visit with metro and city bus stops nearby. The nearest metro stop is Acropolis. Tickets can be purchased online or at the entrance. During high season, tickets to the Acropolis cost approximately $23 for adults and half that during the winter. Entry is roughly $11 for students with ID. 4. Stonehenge. While experts agree that Stonehenge, a circle of stone megaliths in the English countryside, dates back to 2500 BCE, the reason for its creation remains mysterious. Some archaeologists think ancient Britons built it for religious ceremonies, while others believe the structures were used to study the movements of the sun and the moon. Either way, the construction was an engineering feat. To shape Stonehenge's megalithic structures, workers hammered wedges of wood into cracks in the stone and then used rope to pull each mass upright. How to visit. Travelers can take a 2.5-hour train ride from London or an hour-long trip from Bath to get to Stonehenge. From the Wiltshire Visitor Centre, a free shuttle bus makes frequent trips to the ruins. Tickets purchased in advance cost approximately $26 for adults and $15 for children. Tickets purchased on-site cost slightly more. 3. Petra. During its zenith, Petra, Jordan's most famous archaeological site, was a bustling commerce center where citizens traded Arabian incense, Chinese silks, and Indian spices. Nabateans built the ancient city in the country's southwestern desert in 400 BCE. But it was unknown to the Western world until the 1800s. Accessed via a narrow canyon and with towering temples and tombs carved into pink sandstone cliffs, earning it the name the Red Rose City, it feels otherworldly. Perhaps that's why Petra's treasury stood in for the temple housing the Holy Grail in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. How to visit. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is located about 150 miles south of Jordan's capital, Amman. Most visitors access Petra Archaeological Park through Wadi Musa, a nearby town with a handful of luxurious hotel offerings for travelers who make the trip to the rock wall crypts. One-day tickets for visitors who spend at least a night in Jordan cost approximately $70 for adults. Entry for children 12 and under is free. 2. Angkor Wat. With its wide moat and drip sand castle-like towers, Angkor Wat is one of the most scenic World Heritage Sites and recognizable religious structures. King Suryavarman II, ruler of Southeast Asia's former Khmer Empire, directed the construction during the 12th century. The Hindu temple complex, a network of stone temples decorated with intricate carvings of devatas, Hindu deities, is even more impressive when you consider it's just one of the attractions at the UNESCO-designated Angkor Archaeological Park. Spread across approximately 400 acres in northwestern Cambodia, the complex has many other architecturally significant jungle-intertwined ruins and temples, including a temple featured in Angelina Jolie's 2001 Tomb Raider film, as well as inhabited villages. How to visit. The park entrance is approximately 3 miles north of the center of Siem Reap and a 10-minute drive from Siem Reap International Airport. Many Asian airlines have flights in and out of Rep. A convenient way to visit Angkor Wat is to hire a tuk-tuk driver to take you around for about $15 a day. There are many affordable hotels in Siem Reap, but book a safari-style tent at the Beige, where even the floating forest pool has views of the World Heritage Site, for a slight splurge. Visitors can buy tickets at the main entrance to the temple. One-day passes cost approximately $37 for adults. Entry for children 12 and under is free. 1. Machu Picchu. Located in the Peruvian Andes at nearly 8,000 feet above sea level, Machu Picchu cascades down a dramatic mountain spine surrounded by the sacred valley's jagged peaks. Millions of visitors flock to this UNESCO World Heritage Site each year to see the terraces and classical dry stone buildings of the citadel. While it is recognized as one of the top World Heritage Sites, Machu Picchu had a short lifespan. It was built by the Incas around 1450 but abandoned a century later at the time of the Spanish conquest. How to visit. You can reach Aguas Calientes, the nearest town to Machu Picchu, by train from Cusco. Inca Rail, Peru Rail, and the more luxurious Belmond Hiram Bingham train have daily service between the two destinations. The journey takes over 3 hours. The Inca Terra Machu Picchu Pueblo Hotel is a 4-minute walk from the train station and feels like a village with terraced gardens, stone pathways, and guest rooms in adobe casitas. Another way to visit Machu Picchu is to go on a guided hike of the famous Inca Trail, which can be booked through various tour operators in Cusco. Entry tickets cost approximately $45 for adults and $20 for students and must be purchased in advance for a specific date and time slot. Thanks for watching.